Welcome to RedTech AI Podcast, your daily dive into the latest in the global radio broadcast and digital audio industries. I am your host, Marguerite Clark, and today we have some exciting news to share with you. Aotearoa New Zealand Public Service Radio broadcaster RNZ and Sāmoa Capital Radio are joining forces to better serve the country's Samoan speakers. This collaboration was cemented with the signing of a new partnership agreement on July 25th at Sāmoa Capital Radio's studios in Porirua. This partnership is a significant step forward, especially as it coincides with Samoan Language Week, an annual event that celebrates Gagana Samoa as the third most spoken language in New Zealand. Under this new agreement, RNZ and Sāmoa Capital Radio will work together to share news stories and digital and social media expertise. This means that RNZ will provide RNZ National and RNZ Pacific News Bulletin scripts to Sāmoa Capital Radio for translation and broadcast in Samoan on 106.1 FM and its online live streams. In return, Sāmoa Capital Radio will share its content with RNZ and assist with video, photos, and other news gathering from Samoa, particularly from its newly established studio in Apia. The partnership will also explore opportunities for sharing digital and social media expertise, including staff exchanges. This is a fantastic opportunity for both organizations to enhance their reach and impact within the Samoan community. Paul Thompson, RNZ's chief executive and editor-in-chief, emphasized the importance of this partnership. He stated, RNZ is committed to making our content accessible to all communities in New Zealand. This partnership with Sāmoa Capital Radio is particularly important as it supports our efforts to provide comprehensive Pacific coverage and serves audiences who prefer to consume news in Samoan or from a Pacific perspective. Afamasaga Tialumaresi, chief executive of Sāmoa Capital Radio, also highlighted the value of this collaboration. He noted, working collaboratively with RNZ during Samoan Language Week to celebrate Gagana Samoa is a great step forward. Sharing news stories and digital and social media expertise will benefit both organizations. RNZ's widely sourced news stories are very informative and educational. Translating news items from English to Samoan will help inform the Samoan community in Aotearoa, New Zealand and abroad with up-to-date current events broadcast by RNZ when they happen. Sāmoa Capital Radio listeners will also increase the audience benefiting from RNZ news stories. This partnership is more than just a formal agreement. It is a commitment to enhancing the accessibility and quality of news for Samoan speakers in New Zealand and beyond. By leveraging each other's strengths, RNZ and Sāmoa Capital Radio are set to make a significant impact on the community they serve. Digital Radio Mondiale and Indonesia's public broadcaster, Radio Republik Indonesia, will co-host an online workshop titled DRM Emergency Warning Functionality, EWF for Indonesia, on Thursday, August 1st from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., Western Indonesia time, 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., Coordinated Universal Time. The event is part of a series highlighting Digital Radio Mondiale's features and is the third joint workshop with Radio Republik Indonesia. Top Digital Radio Mondiale experts will explain how the Digital Radio Mondiale standard supports and provides an integrated disaster and early warning service emergency warning functionality. During the workshop, speakers will demonstrate how DRM-EWF can automatically activate Digital Radio Mondiale receivers to inform the public and relevant authorities in Indonesia and other regions about impending disasters. This system ensures maximum reach and rapid dissemination of crucial information, transmitted as audio and multilingual Unicode text instructions. The event is scheduled ahead of the 8th Asia-Pacific Broadcasting Union Media Summit on Climate Action and Disaster Prevention, set for August 6th to 7th, 2024 in Bali, Indonesia. Indonesian and Digital Radio Mondiale experts will also discuss use cases of emergency warning functionality, including implementations in Indonesia, and outline the steps authorities and broadcasters must take to adopt and integrate Digital Radio Mondiale emergency warning functionality successfully into the national alert infrastructure. The speakers will highlight how digital Radio Mondiale receiving platforms outdoors, in homes, on mobile devices, and in cars can promptly alert a wide audience in affected areas, even when internet, television, or electricity services are disrupted. The online workshop is via Zoom, and here are the login details. Meeting ID 24110091945, and the password is IPPRRI45. For more details, visit the RedTech website at redtech.pro to read the full article. Our final story today explores an intriguing perspective on medium-wave radio broadcasting. Contrary to the prevalent European narrative that medium wave is nearing its end, other regions see it as a valuable opportunity. This story comes from Roxandra Obrea and was published on July 27th. In Europe, the decline of medium-wave radio is evident. For example, the British Broadcasting Corporation, or BBC, plans to cease all medium-wave transmissions for national and regional stations by 2027. They argue that these power-hungry analog transmitters must be phased out in favor of more energy-efficient alternatives like frequency modulation, digital audio broadcasting, or streaming. However, the story is quite different beyond Europe. In North America, Brazil, India, Russia, and many Asian, African, and Caribbean countries, medium wave continues to thrive. In India, the public broadcaster All India Radio, or AIR, is rolling out Digital Radio Mondiale, or DRM, in the AM bands for regular domestic broadcasts. 37 high-power DRM medium wave transmitters have been installed across the country, providing FM quality sound over vast areas and reaching over 900 million people. China has also embraced DRM for medium wave. Yunnan province recently conducted successful DRM medium wave simulcast trials, and several cities have started DRM medium wave broadcasts. This move underscores the potential of medium wave radio when combined with digital technology. DRM offers several advantages over traditional analog medium wave. A single DRM transmitter can deliver up to 3 audio channels and 1 data channel, all while consuming significantly less power. This makes it an ideal solution for emerging nations where internet connectivity is often limited. DRM can provide educational content, emergency broadcasts, and multilingual programming to vast and hard-to-reach populations. The European narrative may suggest that medium wave's time is over, but the experiences of other regions tell a different story. By leveraging digital technology, medium wave radio can continue to be a vital and efficient means of communication. That is all for today's episode of RedTech AI Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Join us again tomorrow for more updates on the global radio broadcast and digital audio industries. I am Marguerite Clark, signing off.